on this evening's card, a six-man tag team battle, one fall with a 1 hour time limit. Introducing first, one half of the Canadian Tag Team Champions at 245 pounds, Jerry Brown. His partner and the other half of the Canadian Champion Tag Team, also from Santa Monica, California, at 233 pounds, Buddy Roberts. And their partner from parts unknown, weighing 243 pounds, the Assassin. Their opponents from the neighboring state of South Carolina, Belton, South Carolina, at 227 pounds, Tommy Seigler. From South America, at 219 pounds, a nice welcome for Argentina, Apollo. And ladies and gentlemen, from Puerto Rico, at 226 pounds, the Georgia heavyweight champion, Roberto Soto.
Well, if you like tag team action, you ought to like this one. A six-man tag team bout. Coming to you from the Oglethorpe Fieldhouse in Atlanta, Georgia, where a number, just many thousands of fans have gathered to see this main event. Argentina Apollo, Tommy Seigler, Roberto Soto, the Georgia heavyweight champion, against the Canadian tag team champions, Buddy Roberts and Jerry Brown, and the Assassin, number 2. And I say number 2 because there was a number 1 up until recent months. But now he's by himself. So we just call him the Assassin. And now Argentina Apollo will start for his team against the Assassin. And Ray, if you were to put me on the spot and say, Ed, which of these men is the better of the 6? There's no way I could answer that question.
Well, Ed, with your background in the sport of wrestling for all these many years, you've certainly had an opportunity to observe everyone in the game. And if anyone could make a prediction as to who might be the better man of the 6, you would. And this speaks well for all 6 because you cannot pick out the superior one.
Thank you, Ray, but they are all top athletes. Apollo twisting the arm and spinning the Assassin over. Apollo and Dick Steinborn hold the Georgia Tag Team Champion. A good cartwheel by Apollo. Now, Ray, we're not going to try and fool anybody. You and I go back a long time. And you and I both remember Argentina Rocca. Now, that was a great athlete. But this man, I believe, out-Rocca's Rocca. This guy is sensational.
Rocca was popular, Ed, as you know, back in the early days of television, the early days of big-time wrestling. But this Apollo certainly... I believe he surpassed Rocca in his best days.
All South Championship Wrestling. Being brought to you live from our field house in Atlanta and being covered by Ed Joyner Productions. There's Roberto Soto, the Georgia heavyweight champion, on the tag-in, taking the left arm of the Assassin. A good move now by the Assassin. There's a body block by Soto. There it is again, the Assassin down. Good hip lock by the Assassin. A beautiful arm drag by Soto. And there's an exchange, Ray, that shows you the caliber of these two men.
I can readily understand now why he is the Georgia heavyweight champion.
Again, the arm drag. Jerry Brown tagged in. He kicks off Soto. And Soto's wild about those arm drags tonight.
And it seems to be working very well. It's Jerry Brown's time now to get a series of them.
Jerry Brown seems to be the captain of the Brown-Roberts team. Those boys came out of Santa Monica, California. They went up to Canada. They waded through a number of tag team combinations. They came out of Canada with the Canadian Tag Team Championship. So they've got some background and ability. Now a young man from South Carolina that has taken Georgia by storm. Tommy Seigler. A fine athlete. And by the way, if I may say, a fine gentleman. An arm bar on Jerry Brown. It's very seldom you'll hear me say, because I don't get into personalities very often, I'll never say very often, this gentleman is a very fine gentleman, but Tommy Seigler is one of the nicest guys we've ever met in or out of the ring. Beautiful. Drop kick by Seigler. Arm drag by Seigler. Arm bar by Seigler. And we have a lovely lady who will just come up to us here at the microphone, and if I hate to have you in that crouching position, lovely Ann Gunkel, our promoter. Ann, nice to have you at Mike's side.
Thank you, Ed. Great matches.
Aren't they? And it's been exciting here at the Fieldhouse.
Thank you very much.
I'd like to add my congratulations, Ann. You've certainly assembled a beautiful card here tonight, and the fans seem to be enjoying it. It's my first visit in some time, and I know that I'm certainly getting a kick out of it as well.
And we would get a shot of Ann on our cameras, but any shot we got would not do her justice, so we won't get it.
Thank you, Ed.
Thank you very much.
Argentina Apollo now, working over Buddy Roberts, and very successfully at the moment. Roberts seems to be in considerable pain. Roberts' little ploy did not work. Argentina Apollo still the aggressor. But now the tag, and Jerry Brown is in.
Now Apollo tagging in Roberto Soto. Now Soto comes back in on Jerry Brown. You know, another thing I'd like to say, our promoter Ann Gunkel just came by. I've seen a lot of promoters in my life, but nobody looks like this promoter.
No, I would say that she would be number one on my list, and not just because she doesn't have a cauliflower ear.
Very lovely lady. Now there's the arm bar being held by Soto. Of course, many fans remember the name when we say Ann Gunkel, and those from out of town who are watching out of state. She is the wife of the late Ray Gunkel, outstanding heavyweight, outstanding amateur wrestler, and former Georgia TV champion, Jerry Brown. Oh, what an arm drag by Soto on Brown. Jerry Brown thought he had it coming in, and Soto grabbed him well and brought him over with that arm drag. A lot of youngsters watch our wrestling program, and I've said many times before, if you can get into high school amateur wrestling or college amateur wrestling, it's to your advantage more than any sport I can think of, mainly because it gives you the confidence of one-on-one competition, and that's what life is all about. When you get out there, it's one-on-one, and you got to have confidence. So if you've been talking to your coach at the school, don't be backward. Try out. You could be a champion. Now 6 minutes have gone by in this main event. Six-man tag team. Jerry Brown, Buddy Roberts, and the Assassin against Argentina Apollo, Roberto Soto, and Tommy Seigler. Ooh, beautiful move by the Assassin, flying head scissors on Soto, and a beautiful move by Soto. Arm drag, arm bar, a tag in. Seigler will come in and take over the arm. And Ray McKay, this is truly exciting action in this main event.
I'll make one observation. You have to give the devil his due, as I may have said before, but a man the size of the Assassin, to be able to move in the manner and with the rapidity that he does is just amazing. I've never seen anyone with such resilience.
There you saw power being exerted by the Assassin. There is a body slam, a kickoff by Seigler. Arm drag by the Assassin, arm bar by Seigler. And Seigler gets the best of that exchange. The Assassin I will not say who's the better wrestler in this ring, but if I had to say who knows more, possibly the most knowledgeable wrestler, I'd have to say the Assassin Ray. All these men are good, they're excellent, but he probably knows more moves and counter moves than any of the other men, although they're all great.
Well, his advantage over, say, Tommy Seigler is only experience. He's just been at it a longer length of time.
Now, talk about advantages. Unorthodox is the word that we apply to Argentina Apollo. Front face lock. Watch Apollo drop to try to come out. There he goes for his own front face lock, and they both have a front face lock. Well, which means there's going to have to be a standoff here. Now Argentina comes out with a wrist lock, turning that into a hammer lock. And then the Assassin counters with a headlock and tags in Jerry Brown. Front face lock by Brown on Argentina. Again, Argentina behind on the mat with a hammer lock. If you could take the knowledge of all 6 men and put it into a book, it'd be a large volume.
You'd probably have to ride 2 or 3.
Apollo staying behind, and that's the place to be in wrestling. Keeping that hammer lock. Brown tried to run out of it. That did not work. And Argentina Apollo brought him back down. I believe the time limit on this match is 1 fall, 1 hour. And we'll check the time for you in just a moment.
9 minutes have elapsed.
9 minutes. Brown is in a position for a flying mare. He uses that. And Argentina Apollo stays with him. Apollo had the hammer lock. Brown went for a flying mare to try to come out. And Apollo went with him, but maintained the hammer lock, which is now turned more so into a wrist lock, a double wrist lock. Apollo concerned now that Brown will try to push him in the opposing corner. And that's the method now of Brown. There's the tag. The Assassin back in with the front face lock. Apollo gets the tag on Roberto Soto. Beautiful flying head scissors. He rolls the Assassin over.
Argentina Apollo he's just aching to get back in the ring. He's climbing up on the ropes, just can't wait for his turn.
Well, he bounces at all times. If there was anything that ever typified perpetual motion, it's Argentina Apollo. He
never stops moving.
By the way, I would like to point out that Mr. Apollo is a very accomplished artist, and that is his favorite hobby when he's not wrestling, is painting. In behind, the Assassin on Soto. A double wing lock. Now he has a single wing lock on Roberto Soto. They bring Soto down, tags in Jerry Brown. And now the arm bar, I believe it is. There it is on your screen, the arm bar on Soto. You ever wondered why the referee can't see anything? He has so much to see. He can't see it all. Buddy Roberts on the far side talking to the referee. Soto trying for his corner. He'll try to tag in Seigler. Only 8 inches away. He keeps trying. And Brown brings him back.
Well, it seems that we're having a crowd in the ring now. Argentina Apollo just couldn't restrain his enthusiasm any longer, and he had to get in there, but of course the referee chased him out.
Well, of course, in 6-man tag team action, this will be a more prevalent situation than in a 4-man match. When action does get hot and heavy, the referee sometimes will forget who was in there to begin with. They take advantage of that. They all come in. Oh, a backdrop. This could be, though both men caught it. I thought it was all over for Soto, but the Assassin may have been hurt himself. The referee makes the count. The Assassin's coming up. Soto slow to get up. And And the assassin got to his knees, so the match continues. Soto was not quite up yet. Look at that. And almost, the body weight of Soto almost brought the shoulders of the assassin to the mat. Tommy Seigler now is in against Buddy Roberts. There's an arm whip right above our microphone. In fact, we are leaning away. We are that close. Ray McKay and I are just about 2.5 to 3 feet away from the red corner here. There's a 2 count. Seigler on Buddy Roberts. There's another body slam. Roberts covering again. Seigler is out. The assassin comes in.
It seemed for a moment the referee might be in a bit of trouble there, but Charlie Smith recovered very well and is on top of the action.
Head scissors now. Head scissors on Tommy Seigler. You have to be very careful. The referee is checking down there to make sure there's no choke. If he drops that leg by the throat, he could choke the man. Jerry Brown gets the tag. Brings his man up. Body slam like a thunder on Tommy Seigler. In behind, Brown gets the head scissors. Drags his man to the center of the ring. Now watch Brown. He turns his man over. Seigler could come out here. Brown knows that, so he'll tag in his partner, Buddy Roberts. Now Roberts taking over on Tommy Seigler. And now Tommy may be in trouble, Ray.
Yes, that's a very wearing, a very punishing hold that he just went through. That Jerry Brown has a tremendous amount of strength and stamina, and you can tell that it did have an effect on Tommy.
15 minutes have gone by. 1 fall, 1 hour. And the fans are cheering Tommy Seigler on as Apollo leads them in that cheer. He wants Tommy out of that situation. He wants Tommy back over here where he can tag him in. But Buddy Roberts is keeping him over there with that head scissors locked in very well. Now, the assassin back in. He goes back in there and gets the head scissors. And it looks like they've gotten together and the head scissors is going to do the damage.
Tommy definitely is in trouble now. You can't undergo such punishment and come out unscathed. It's showing on him. He's still battling, but he has a tough opponent in that assassin. It looks like he's going to hold on.
The assassin holding on. Seigler trying to kick out. Either kick out or kick his way back toward his corner. The fans are cheering him on. He's about 5 feet away, maybe 6. The referee warning assassin to keep that leg up. The head scissors is legal. The leg cannot come across the throat of the opponent, otherwise the referee will break the hold. Seigler trying for either Apollo or Soto on the outside. All the action coming to you live on videotape from Oglethorpe Fieldhouse in Atlanta, Georgia. And what action there has been. The fans are enjoying it. There's a tag. Apollo's in. Argentina Apollo finally gets in. Beautiful flying drop kick. Beautiful flying drop kick again by Apollo. Oh, what a maneuver. Look at Apollo. What can you say?
This could be it, but not. The assassin kicked out, but that Apollo really is like a whirling dervish.
Beautiful cartwheel by Apollo. And you better believe the assassin respects this man. He backed away for that reason. However, you'll notice he did not tag in his partner. Now he does. Apollo, I believe the assassin wanted to have a little more of Apollo there, but Jerry Brown said, let me come in.
I'm sure that must have been the case.
Well, Apollo is a mystifying style of a wrestler. He's hard to figure out, so unorthodox. Watch him bounce away. Brown continues after him. Apollo behind. Brown goes down to try to come out. Apollo stays with him. He moves away again. Brown tried to sit out. Brown could not sit out. Buddy Roberts comes back in. Roberts with the head scissors again on Apollo. And now Roberts stopped the offense or the offense of Argentina Apollo.
A lot of times, Ed, I've observed that once the momentum gets rolling, a man can be very dangerous, but once he gets stopped, like in this case now, it sort of takes the starch out of him, and he loses some of his enthusiasm.
You will find, as you travel around the country, some of the greatest fans in America are right here in Georgia. Roberto Soto tags in. I'm glad you're here, Ray, because this match has been so exciting. The crowd's so loud, I'm about to lose my voice.
There hasn't been a moment of inactivity since this match began.
Headlock snapped on by Soto on Buddy Roberts. And he grinds it out across the ear and across the chin. The fans are picking it up. They say, keep it up, Roberto. And here they go behind us. Go, go, go. Now he has it on Jerry Brown. He tags in Tommy Seigler. Tommy Seigler takes over that headlock. The fans really enjoying this one. Our big main event of All South Championship Wrestling. In the ropes, body blocked by Seigler. Brown down. There's that knee got Seigler right in the face, Ray.
Yes, that was an unlucky break for Seigler because it was going his way there.
Body slam by the assassin. We'll check the time for you.
19 minutes have elapsed.
Body slam again on Seigler by Brown. Brown kicks out, but only slightly. Hip lock, very well executed by Roberts. Jerry Brown comes in on Mr. Seigler, who's a bit wary, and I dare say a bit wary by now. Brown after Roberts. I think they have him. In the ropes. Well, look at Seigler. There he is. Seigler moved away. The assassin kicked his own man. He tried for a small package on the assassin. And now they're ducked. Oh! Seigler, very wise again. Ducked. What about that? The fans are going wild. The peanuts and the popcorn have showered us here at ringside. Tommy Seigler has just upended the assassin in this six-man match. And man, it's broken loose here.
Pandemonium and bedlam are two inadequate words to describe this situation. It's taking both referees, and they're still not able to contain the six men.
Well, what about it? It looked like Tommy Seigler was in trouble. One time, he got out of the way, and the assassin and Buddy Roberts got into it. And then when they thought they had Seigler again, a flying drop kick by Brown got the assassin. They're arguing about it, but it's all over. And the winners of this match are Roberto Soto, Tommy Seigler, and Argentina Apollo.